with our online class. And today for our class I would like to take once again a poem which is called An Inspiration by Ella Wheeler Wilcox. Okay, and it's on page 139 of your textbook. You can refer this. And today for this poem, I'm not going to explain the stanza-wise each line, but today I just want to talk about the poet and the central idea. What is the central idea or the theme of this poem that we're going to do? So about the poet, Ella Wheeler Wilcox was born in the year 1850 and she died in the year 1919. And she had started writing from the very early age. It is said that she had started writing from the age of 8. Okay? And when she was 13 years of age, she already published her first poem. Okay? So therefore, she came from a literary family and then she used to read a lot of books. And therefore, she got the inspiration to write poems from a very early age. Okay? So that's a little bit about this thing. And she has written many poems especially. And one of the most famous poems that she has written is The Solitude. Okay? And also an inspiration is one of the good poems of hers. And in most of his poems, she tried to write something about positivity, a very, very optimistic approach to life. She herself had a very, very good, positive, optimistic attitude towards life, and that's what she always tried to depict in most of her poems. Okay, and also in our poem that we are going to deal today, An Inspiration, is full of optimism, very, very encouraging. The very title itself, an inspiration, motivation, okay, is something about that, right? So that is a little bit about the poet Ella Wheeler Wilcox. Now, she is an American. She was an American writer, the poet. Okay. Now, secondly, when we talk about the central idea of the poem, what's the poem all about? In a gist, what is the gist of it? What is the summary of it? Now, see, the background to this little bit is, now when Ella Wheeler Wilcox was living during her lifetime, she happened to see many wars, many battles taking place, right? Okay? And in those battles, what was happening was, the more powerful, the stronger nation or the kingdoms were defeating the weaker sections, the weaker nations, the weaker kingdoms. Okay? The stronger were getting more stronger, and the weak countries and kingdoms were defeated. They had to face defeat in front of this, the stronger nations or the kingdoms. Okay? And that exact situation of the battlefield was also very much reflected in the society where she lived, the poet lived. Now, in the society also, there were the so-called powerful people, the rich people, the strong people, and there were also the poor people, the marginalized people, the weaker section of the people. And also in the society, the same battle was taking place, and the rich, the stronger ones, the powerful people, the section of people, were always defeating this weaker section of the people. They were oppressed. The richer ones, the powerful ones were exploiting the weaker and the poorer section of the people. Okay, so that was also the society as such was kind of a battlefield where every day the war was taking place and the weaker sections had to face defeat at the face of the stronger ones, the stronger people, so on. So both in the society also in the battlefields, this was happening. Okay? And now in this poem, An Inspiration, the poet Ella Wheeler addresses this weaker section, the ones who had to face defeat, encouraging them. giving them inspiration not to give up, but to keep on fighting. Okay, so that's what actually Ella Wilcox tries to depict in this story, and she wants to send a strong message to this weaker section, the so-called defeated people, to encourage them. The very title is an inspiration. Now, what do you mean by inspiration? Now, inspiration means to encourage someone, to motivate someone, to keep going, not to give up, not to lose hope, spirit. It's all about that. So therefore, Ella Wilcox also is trying to do the same through her poem. Okay, she's trying to encourage, inspire the weaker people. Okay, like the poem starts with, however the battle is ended, though proudly the victor comes later on in the next video, stanza by stanza. No? The poem opens with the victorious welcome of the victorious army. Most of them, they have gone to the battle, they have won the battle, and they are coming, and the state or the country, the nation is giving a warm welcome to them, with pride, with pride. So that's it. But all is in vain. The poet also tries to show the futility, the uselessness of war and battle. It's nothing. Everywhere injustice is taking place. Unless and until the battles strive for injustice, no righteousness is done, then that battle is not a battle. Okay. Now, Ella Wheeler tries to give the message to the weaker section not to give up. Okay, because the battle is not yet over. Okay, maybe this particular battle or this fight you are losing, you've been defeated. Okay, but there is a next chance, because battle is not yet over. And there is one line which gives a very strong message, which actually explains the entire poem, actually, the message. Okay, and that particular line is there in every stanza, in all the stanzas. And that line I've written here. You can also check it out in the book. No question is ever settled until it is settled right. See? No question is ever settled until it is settled right. So therefore, battle or the fight or the war is not yet over. Today you have lost the battle, maybe the war, but it's not yet over. The battle or the war will get over only when it is done for a very good reason. When the battle is fought for justice, for prosperity, for peace, for everyone, for harmony. If the battle is fought, if that war is fought for that, then only the battle is over. Okay? Otherwise the battle is still going on. Injustice taking place. The stronger are getting stronger, the weaker are getting more and more weaker. Therefore, please do not give in. Do not lose heart. Do not give up in front of the stronger section. Who knows? No? Tomorrow's battle may be different. The situations may change. No? Everything, the situation may turn upside down, turn around. Today's losers may be tomorrow's winners. And today's winners will be tomorrow's losers. It may be upside down. So therefore, as of now, please do not lose heart. Please keep on fighting. Do not give in to the oppression of the stronger ones. Do not give in to the power of this unjust power shown by the powerful, but keep on trying. Do not give up. Okay? One day the situation will change, and that situation will really change the entire situation. Okay? And you could be the winner of tomorrow. So therefore, this is what actually Ella Wilcox strives to convey to the weaker section, those who have lost their heart, those who have lost their spirit, those who have given up in life because of all this injustice, everything, because of the defeat, they have given up. So to these section of these people, the people, Ella Wilcox tries to encourage them, inspire them to keep on fighting until and unless peace reigns. justice reigns, prosperity reigns, harmony reigns. Okay, so this is life. That's what Ella Wilcox wants to say in this poem and inspiration. And the message for all of us also is the same. Life is full of ups and downs. Sometimes we win, sometimes we lose. But according to Ella Wilcox, we're not supposed to give up. If we lose, if we are not able to really perform well, there's always a second chance. Situations change in life. Who knows? Tomorrow we will be winners. We will be the topmost position. Okay? So that's what the message, not only to the particular group of people, no, of her time, but also in this context today, the beautiful message for us also to get inspired always, to move on in life, always try to fight, to not give up and give in life. Okay? So please, we'll try to, with this background, with this knowledge in your mind, try to read through the poem once or twice. Okay? Keep this thing when you go through the lines here, the stanzas, kindly try to keep in your mind the things that I have spoken. Okay? Take this poem also as an inspiration and then read through the lines, and in the next class most probably we can have the explanations of each line, each stanza. Okay? So anyways, thank you so much. God bless you. Take care and stay safe.